This is an example of the Web 2.0 origin analysis assignment that I've provided for you as a bonus opportunity to explain kind of how you came up with your origin analysis. So I'm going to start with the checklist for origin analysis of a website. We do look at the article itself and determine, is it primary or secondary, popular or scholarly, or two of the important categories there. We're trying to identify what website it was first published on, what kind of website it is. These are categories from our little brown book in chapter 52, talking about the types of websites. We want to see who sponsors it, what the purpose is, and if there are any other features on the website that indicate reliability, whether it's strong or weak. So as an example, I am taking a different topic so we don't have any duplication. But let's just say we were going to talk about cigarettes and how the media, how they're advertised and things like that. And so in my search, this comes up. It's a website article. Now, first of all, we already know that this is internet, not library. So reliability is sometimes very hard to pin down, and it's not as easy as going through a library-based article. So we get this role of media in tobacco control, a report on the World No Tobacco Day, 1994. Now, if we thought that was relevant, and this works good because it's just kind of short, I could look at a lot of things. The fifth part of our origin, or not our origin, but our reliability analysis is work citations. Here we have references, so we have that, but that's not what we're looking at per se right now. We're looking at origin. So the first thing is, what kind of article is it? Primary or secondary? Well, it's reporting on the World No Tobacco Day, and it's not actually anything directly. So this is secondary. These resources right here would be more the primary sources that they used to get this information. So it is secondary. The next thing, is it popular or scholarly? Well, it does use a scholarly type of reference here for the National Cancer Institute, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, but the article itself is just informational. We would deem this popular. It's not in an academic scholarly journal. It's just out there for the public. Anybody has access to it, so we would say popular. What website? Oh yeah, where did this come from? Well, we see up here at the top CDC, CDC Home, MMWR. So these little initials, and we don't know what those mean. We scroll down a little bit. If we want to ask questions about it, it says MMWRQ. Here's what we need to know about MMWR. So if I'm going to find out about this, I need to look that up. And it's still contained, if you look up at the website address, with a cdc.gov. Morbidity, MMWR, Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report. Okay, well, that explains what that is, and it says it's a report series prepared by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. That's what CDC is. It tells us more about that. Often called the voice of CDC, it's the agency's primary vehicle for scientific publication of timely, look at there, reliable, authoritative, useful public health information. So right there, it's saying this is how we get this information out to, I assume, the public, and it says it's got the readership, though, consists primarily of physicians, nurses, public health practitioners, epidemiologists, other scientists. So it's not even really just for the everyday person. This is for people in the profession. So that really elevates the origin, because this is something for professionals. You have editors, instructions for authors. You have an editorial board. This would go under features. Oh, that's going to not be good. Has editorial features. People who check this look at their qualifications. Now, they didn't write the article, but there's other features on here that say it's reliable. That would indicate strong reliability. They have all these professionals who sit on the editorial board, which check all the information to make sure that if it's put out, it's correct. But we really still haven't gotten the website. The website is actually the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. So let's go to the home site here. 24/7 saving lives, protecting people. That's nice. I still don't know what it is, so I'm going to scroll down. And there it is, About CDC, Fast Facts, and there's the organization. So let's do some fast facts. Fact sheets here. I really want to know about the organization. So I can see what they do, kind of, and the fact that it is a .gov means it's a government agency of the United States. So with a focus on health and disease and prevention. Let's take a look at that. I don't like it when it does that. Okay, here we go. It's one of the major operating components of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Okay, they have their mission statement. They collaborate among these physicians and so forth to create the expertise, information, tools people and communities need to protect their health. So I've gotten a lot of information already. They have a Washington office. They have the Center for Global Health. These are people they collaborate with, their institute, their offices. I have learned a great deal about this website. So what kind is it? It is informational. We would say it's even on the level of professional and scholarly because it has professional people. Who sponsors the website? Well, it's the government, really, the Department of Health and Human Services. The purpose of the website, we've kind of gotten that already. Give that information. We saw that on the MMWR about getting this information to professionals. So all of these we found, but we had to go beyond just the article itself. We had to kind of look at, I'm getting a lot of fits today with this that I don't usually get. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I've lost my page, but I started with the page and I just showed you how you go around and find the answers to these questions. You have to look for about. You have to look at what kind of site is it, .gov, who's the sponsor, look at their about statements and what organization, and you can find out these answers. Then you have a lot to discuss when it comes time for your paper to say, oh, this is where it's from. So that's what I'm asking for the video. Is just like this one is. So this video is just about 8 minutes, and I took you through all those questions. We had a lot of things we found there, and you would do kind of the same thing. Just take this checklist and show us, screencast your website where your article is, and do the same thing, kind of explain, answer the questions, and show us through the screencast how you found it.